Let's do it. Let's take a look at the playoff picture with an AFC game going on tonight for Monday Night Football, which is a pretty good one. I'll tap into that one.
Oh, yeah.
The playoff picture for the NFC. The Detroit Lions, the 1 seed as it sits by the nature of the 6-1 conference record versus the 6-2 conference record of Philadelphia. So the Lions still have that game at hand, like as Sean talked about. And depending on who they lose to, they could be 1.5 games ahead, depending on how you break that down. But anyway, with that being said, so the Lions will be chilling. No games at Ford Field that opening weekend of playoffs, which I always like to say, Sean, here's why I like the buys. It's not even the home thing. You can't lose if you're not playing.
Yeah.
No one's ever lost not playing. You're automatically in the next round.
Never lost.
Undefeated. Right. Never lost. The 2 seed Philadelphia Eagles would be hosting the 7 seed Washington Commanders. The 3 seed Seattle Seahawks would be hosting the 6 seed Green Bay Packers. And the 4 seed Atlanta Falcons would be hosting the 5 seed Minnesota Vikings.
What a fraudulent NFC.
Don't you have to? You have to. I'm all in on Atlanta and Minnesota. I am all like which Kirk Cousins is going to show, which Vikings. Oh, that's a wonderful matchup.
You like that?
It's a wonderful.
It's the
matchup.
Jameis Winston of playoff matchups.
America's quarterback.
America's quarterback.
I love him so much.
What that tells me is the Lions will most assuredly be playing a divisional team, either Green Bay or Minnesota, because one of them are going to win one of those playoff games. So that's what you would get.
Is it bad that I would hope it would be Jordan Love just because of all the de-essing that we heard in the off season?
You know what? Real quick, and that goes back to Sean's point. Who in the world gets away with more should-have-been interceptions than Jordan Love? For real.
That's a good point.
Did you watch it?
I did. Oh, yeah. I was all in on that game.
He's running around, losing the ball.
But, Neal, he's Brett Favre reincarnated.
I know.
That's why, Neal, that's why I'm going to repeat, and I know Packer fans will get mad at me. I don't care. I came away from that game saying that was more Frisco sucks than that was Green Bay being dominant. That really, Frisco was awful. Yeah. Awful.
100% it was.
Okay, now can we play a game of pretend?
Sure. That's what we're doing right now anyway.
Would it shock you if Daniels goes absolutely off on the Eagles and knocks off the Eagles?
Not at all.
That, conversely...
It would right now for me.
Really?
Yeah, like...
Did you see him almost pull that out against Dallas yesterday?
Yeah.
That would have been the most Dallas loss of all time.
Yeah. I would have went for 2 for real. Mm-hmm. I would have went for 2.
Yeah.
6 feet to win the game.
That was unbelievable. How on earth do you what was it, 89 yards?
Yeah.
How
crazy.
on earth do you allow that to happen?
Because you're the Cowboys.
That's exactly it.
But Sean, don't you know?
It was so Cowboy.
Jerry Jones is a better GM than anybody else out there. Just ask him; he'll tell you.
Documented. Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. No, you know what?
In a playoff situation, I could see the Washington thing.
I could too.
And that might be Nick Sirianni's job if that.
Do you know what it would be? It would remind me of like the Packers last year. Like they got their pound of flesh against Dallas, right? They got their little win, but there was no way they were going into Frisco to win that game. And all the hype came up, and they hung with them for a while, and Jordan Love did some interesting things on both sides. But there was no way they were going to win that game. And that's kind of the way it would be for Washington. Okay, they pulled their upset, they blew their wad, and now they're going to be the sacrificial lamb next week.
Yeah.
Woodward Sports chat thread, Kevin Bell, Lions would not play them, Neal.
Would not play who?
One of the divisional opponents. Do they not reseed it?
No, that's they would have one of them. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to run that by there. Anyway, AFC side, the Chiefs.
The mighty Chiefs
would have the first round bye. So it'll be the 2 seed Buffalo Bills hosting the 7 seed Denver Broncos, the 3 seed Pittsburgh Steelers hosting the 6 seed Baltimore Ravens, and the 4 seed Houston Texans hosting the 5 seed LA Chargers.
Ravens Steelers first round that's electric.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Can't miss.
Yeah.
Chargers would beat the Texans too.
That's what I was about to say.
I can't argue that at this point.
Yeah.
Styles make fights.
Nope, no doubt. And Chargers, if things go right to start, the Chargers are built to win a playoff game. But they can't fall behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
would the NFL love that? Because I'm convinced. I know we talked about it a few weeks ago, but it bears repeating. Steelers Ravens has been can't miss television for many years. It really has, and you know it's one of those things. To be honest, you get that in the first round. What a sell that would be.
It would.
Oh, my goodness.
Right.
No, it was. So, again, this is fun. I like to do this bit. 10 minutes on it. It's fun. Look how far we've come, everybody.
I know, right?
Look at us. Look at us.
Okay, so
Look at us.
who gets the Monday night designation? Can we get really in the weeds?
Ooh.
Who get? It might be Steelers Ravens, right?
It would have to be, yeah. That's the premier matchup.
Yeah. Oh,
What they gonna do? Chiefs Broncos? Nobody will see that, or whoever the Broncos playing.
See, no, you know what? You're right. Buffalo. There's
Buffalo Broncos. Yeah, but come on now.
But it's Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Here's what I do know. Sunday at 4:05 is Seahawks-Packers. Guaranteed.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind.
Guaranteed.
No doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
And Sean Baligian, what did you see in the NFL?
I know I talked about a couple things already, like Frisco's shot. Like they're shot. They're shot. And I know some of it is because of injury. Hi, Detroit Lions. But Frisco's shot. Are the Miami Dolphins a playoff team? Seriously, are the Miami Dolphins? They went out and they pounded New England, which is what they're supposed to do. But I looked at
Tua was spinning that thing, dude.
I looked at their schedule the rest of the way. Don't forget, they have the Jets twice on their schedule. I'm still not buying into Denver. I know Bo Nix is having a year that next to nobody saw coming, especially out of a rookie. But the Miami Dolphins, for everything that people were saying about the Miami Dolphins and that whacked out coach of theirs, they may end up being a playoff team.
Their deal is going to be Thursday night.
Yep.
That game at the Packers.
Huge.
They got to have it.
Huge.
Yeah, they absolutely have to have it. I know we touched on it, but I think it bears repeating. I saw America's quarterback get a win on Thursday night.
Much.
Damn right.
Jameis Winston,
Yes.
when no one was giving him a chance in a snowstorm, he proved yet again why he is, in fact, America's quarterback. The NFL is a better organization with Jameis Winston in it,
Fact.
not only in it, but participating. And I love that, man.
I'm going to write him a note. I'm serious. I am going to, my dearest Jameis, I'm going to write him a note. Like he gives an interception. He gives a fumble. It's America.
He's electric.
Like when I look at Jameis Winston, I look at America. Do we have warts? Absolutely. But gosh darn it, we find a way because we're America. And that's Jameis Winston. He is just such a joy to watch.
No, he is. He brings me great joy. That I want the Browns to win, not for the Browns, not for Cleveland, not even if it impacts the Lions. I want the Browns to win so Jameis gets a post-game interview. That's all I want. That's all I want all the time. I just want Jameis in the post-game interview. That's it. I was told Caleb Williams is in fact back, and this is the jumping off point now, Sean, because he brought him back. But then I would ask the question, why are you down double digits with 3 minutes to go all the time?
You got it.
At home.
32 of 47 for 340 yards and 2 touchdowns. And that game, again, was, if you watch the end of that game, I mean, that tells you everything you need to know about what both those teams are.
Hey, thank you.
What both those teams are.
Thank you.
And I'm going to say it again, because I've kind of been the buffer between Neal and the Viking fans all year. Is that
fair? Yeah.
Listen, I think you're a playoff team. I think there's no doubt about it now,
Barely.
to be honest with you. But Neal's also right. You guys know deep down inside you aren't any good. You know it. Come on. Don't ever apologize for wins. Don't apologize for going to the playoff and all that stuff, but you're not any good. So this is a both things can be true type of situation in regards to the Vikings. That team is not good.
Yeah.
Sorry. They're just not
Justin
good.
Jefferson disappeared yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean,
Addison had a $152,
Yeah.
dude. I didn't even realize
yeah,
that. I just
Jordan
looked at
Addison was good yesterday.
Dude, look at that.
I don't know how. I didn't lock in on that game, obviously, because I was watching the Lions. So I don't know how much of that was game planned.
Yeah.
It's just, that's what.
7 yards? It was something crazy. He didn't have
Yeah,
like,
but
2
I mean-
for 27.
Yeah.
But just like box score watching, that tells me that maybe the goal was to eliminate him by all means. And if it means Jordan Addison gets you, then Jordan Addison gets you.
Hawk had a $114.
Yeah.
Because I'm with you. I didn't watch much of that game until the coverage switched and everything.
Yeah.
And then it was like,
the only team this year to get an onside kick fielded.
yeah, right?
It's crazy.
You know what else I saw? The Houston Texans don't look right. They don't look right. I'll just say it like that. Now, it's not going to impact them because they're in that bum-ass division.
Yeah, somebody got to win it.
So somebody's got to win it. They got a 2-game lead. We just saw what the Colts were about, so they're not going to run them down. With all that being said, Sean, this is not the Houston. They got to get healthy. They got to get healthy. But C.J. Stroud ain't the C.J. Stroud from last year. Is that fair?
No, 100%. Yeah, we saw that early.
And at this point, Sean, it ain't coming back.
I don't. Yeah, see, that's the funny thing, Neal. I don't know what to attribute it to. Because he did things last year as a rookie that he wasn't supposed to do. And again, following conventional, NFL logic. All right, well, you can sit back and say maybe there's a sophomore slump, or maybe there isn't.
It's Amber Rose's fault. Her bald ass head.
Right.
She's never the same.
Jesus.
Hasn't been the same since he took on that succubus Amber Rose.
I didn't know he was messing with her.
Oh, yeah.
That might be the cause.
I don't blame him. She's still hot. But
no, for sure, but she's a sellout. So.
Bears fan in there. Cut
she's
Caleb.
a sellout for sure.
Cut Caleb.
Cut Caleb. Bring back Jay Cutler.
The Spinnies boy.
That's got to be a joke.
Shout out Jay Cutler. Legend.
Steve DeYoung.
Smoking Jay Cutler.
With how much better Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels, Drake May are doing, how much do the Bears, quote, love the Caleb Williams pick? What's your thought on that, Sean?
I'll say it all the time. I'm never gonna, like, the first year, people put way too much into it. They just do. I'm sorry. And I know this is where you and I part ways. I'll take a wait and see with Caleb because you have to, all right? You do. You just have to. I can't tell you how many quarterbacks people thought. When I was a kid, Terry Bradshaw. People thought literally he was dog shit, right? He went and won 4 Super Bowls. But I mean, what you're seeing these rookie quarterbacks, the one that surprises me is Bo Nix. Like I'm dumbfounded at that. Now I get it that he's with a quarterback guru and all that stuff. But I don't know, Neal. You tell me. I watched Bo Nix. He was an all right college quarterback, but when the moment got big, I watched Bo Nix go Bo Nix many, many times, including in those games against Washington last year. I mean, in my mind, I thought Oregon was a better team. The difference in those games is Michael Penix.
100%.
Period. Yeah. That was the difference in the game.
Right.
Bo Nix went and did Bo Nix things, right? And so... Yeah, in that regard, again, I'm not writing tickets, but what those guys are doing spits in the face of guys like me. I mean, one of the things I said about Caleb Williams for all the slapdick Bear fans out there is you guys seriously turn off Hard Knocks. You guys have been around long enough to know rookie quarterbacks do not excel in this league. They'll have moments, but they don't really excel, and don't throw C.J. Stroud at me because he's an exception to the rule. While it's still exception to the rule, aren't we kind of taken aback that so many rookie quarterbacks are doing it this year? I'm really putting together nice seasons. Yeah. I am. I'm taken aback.
Oh, yeah,
by
100%.
that, man. It's not supposed to happen.
No, 100%.